Good morning. It is Wednesday, 13th of January, 2021. Is episode 323. Very quick. Bit of advice for you all. Zach and Kai, mainly, and anybody else are listening. Be penny foolish and pound wise. Now, I was absolutely certain I've already done the podcast already in my head, and I've just gone through all my podcasts, and I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. So if I have already done it, like I thought I had, then please accept my apology. It feels as though I have done it somewhere along the lines. But anyway, it's penny foolish, pound wise. And I think that has got to be the fundamental, it's a foundational, the way you look at things. Because if you start looking at every single penny and counting every single penny, do you know what? It's not going to work. You need to be pound wise and penny foolish. And I'll give you an example with my wife. I'm sure I recorded this episode. Anyway, if I have, I apologize. My wife was in Smith's and we was in Smith's. There was a massive teddy that the kids wanted. Got some money for Christmas. And so we was buying this big teddy. And we saw all kids jumping all over it and everything like that. It was all dirty. And so we asked the guy in the back, is there another one? Can we have another one? Can we have a different one? Because obviously it's a bit dirty. And he said, I went in his back, had a look and said, I'm really sorry, there isn't another one. But if you go to the front and just ask about it, they'll give you like 20% off. I'm like, all right, nice one. 20% off. That's like 12 quid. Oh my God, I'm actually cringing now. £12, 12 quid. That's what we're talking about. Anyway. Went to the front, she says, and this is in front of everybody, a massive big queue. And she said, we need some money apparently because it's all dirty. And she goes, call. And call for manager. The manager came, like, I started talking, and the manager just walks off. And the manager says no. The manager says no. And my wife says, well, wait a second. The other person told us we could and we should come here to do it. And she goes, calling for manager, calling for manager. I'm like, oh my God. And we had to step aside and it was so busy. One of Mum and Dad's friends was in there as well watching. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, just pay. and then the manager came back and Claire was getting a bit upset because this one person said yes, this other person said no, and the manager was overriding it, saying, no, you can't have this discount. And it was in front of all these people. And we were sat at the front of a queue, and all these other people were waiting. We had to stand aside, and it was obviously coronavirus, and nobody wanted to, this is actually before the lockdown, just a couple of days before the actual lockdown. And it was just a nightmare. Long story short, we didn't get any discount. And it took us maybe half an hour of embarrassment standing there. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, swallow me up, world. And it was just horrible. And do you know what we should have been? We should have just been penny foolish, 12 quid. In the grand scheme of things, I know it's not pennies, it's pounds, but in the grand scheme of things, it's penny. And we should be pound wise and we should have moved on. But we didn't. And the more you go down a route, the more you have stronger feelings about it and your emotions are higher, because Claire's emotions was higher. And I got in the car and I said, listen, Claire, what could we have done differently? Because I think it's important to analyze things afterwards. And I said to Claire, Claire's wife, by the way, obviously you know that because she's Zach and Kai. It's your mum. And what could we have done differently? And Claire was like, nothing. I said, no, let's think about it. Right? We could have done something different. We could have just accepted it and paid and moved on. Because you've always got to, and by the way, I'm not always wise. I'm wise after the event, but I'm not always wise during the event. In fact, ever wise during the event. And I was like, we should have handled that better, Claire. We should have handled that better. Don't get me wrong, wasn't rude or anything like that. It was just an awkward position. And the guys at Smith's were not very helpful at all. They weren't very good. There was one guy in there that was really, really nice and really helpful. But the rest of them wasn't particularly good. And there was a bit rude as well. And Claire don't like, the fact that once somebody talks bad to you, you talk bad to them, or you show lack of respect. And it was just going on. And so when I started thinking about it, I was thinking, well, this is penny foolish. This is not pound wise. We spent half an hour. What is half an hour to me? Half an hour is, I could do a lot. I can make a big difference to the business, to the company, to whatever. I can spend time with the kids. And this, in the end, we swapped half an hour for trying to get £12 off. Stupid, absolutely stupid. So my lesson there was be penny foolish and be pound wise. And I've got loads of other things as well where I can give you examples about this. But honestly, if you don't sweat the pennies, and everybody says, count the pennies and the pounds look after themselves. Yeah, it's true to a certain extent. But but at what expense? What expense to you? So my where I want to live life anyway is penny foolish, because it opens up for you. Does it matter about the 50 pence? Does it matter about the 20 pence? Does it matter? Does it really matter? In the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? And the answer, more often than not, is no. So don't worry about it. Just really quickly, another one was when we was in America as well. And in America, they expect you to tip all the time. Excuse me. And they had 15% on or 18% on. Well, when I was last there, maybe, anyway, a year and a half ago. And in America, I've got to get the mindset of like, when I get there thinking, because I don't like the fact that they put money onto the bill and just expect it. I don't, because obviously it's not from where we are. We're in Britain, and we tip if it's good service. More often than not, obviously you tip, but I don't like the fact that you're being made to. And if you don't leave 20% because you can say no, but then you feel awkward, you feel horrible. And so my mindset in America is penny foolish, pound wise. Does it really matter about paying 20%? Because then it gets me uptight. I don't want to go somewhere. I'm looking at the bill thinking, 20% left. And it's not the money. It's the fact that I've got to pay it and I've got no choice. Well, I don't feel like I've got a choice. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel agitated. And it ruins the meal. It ruins the experience. So penny foolish, pound wise, I start thinking, does it really matter? And when I start thinking, does it really matter in the grand scheme of things, guess what? I feel like I'm lifted up. I feel like the weight of the world has lifted from my shoulders. I feel a lot better. So my advice to you is penny foolish, pound wise. All right, do that. I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.